everybody, and welcome to Talladega from Wingman Sports with Black Lives Matter 100. I'm here with Tim Hammond, myself, Josh Sobel, for today's broadcast. Tim, how are you doing today?
I am doing fantastic. We're back a week early because we had to do this event. And also, we want to say Happy Father's Day to everybody out there that may be watching. We're going to give you some kind of race today because we know the NASCAR race was rained out, but we are here at Talladega as well to bring you some great racing as usual.
Yeah, Talladega is going to be a fantastic track. Of course, it's always quick, and there's a lot of drivers coming in today to show their support, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and we're under qualifying right now, so let's see what guys are on the track currently. Like we got Michael Robinson out for his lap, the number 9.
He's running an old school paint scheme. I like that. Kind of like a reverse of the red 9 car.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's just like a blue color instead.
Looks like so far our fastest lap is Nick Laundrie.
Yeah, ran a 51, it looks like. So it looks like this is Michael's first lap. He is running, or actually, sorry, he's already completed. It's sitting in pole position at 51. Let's take a look at Patrick Gaspar. See what he's running right now.
I like how he's running that high line here at Talladega. A lot of guys, their first lap, they'll run that high line, get those tires warmed up, and that second lap around, they'll dive down to their next to that yellow line, get a much faster lap that second time around. That is my qualifying line. I just told you my secret.
Yeah, up high is where it's at on the super speedways to get those tires ready, and you kind of get a nice little run coming to the flag. So looks like puts Patrick in 11th for that lap there. Let's take a ride with Chad Grant. Oh no,
Chad Grant is around.
That's unfortunate. I don't know if he completed a first lap or not, so he might be able to have another shot at this.
He did not. That was his warm-up.
Gotcha.
So that Chad Grant may be starting in the back of the pack after that one.
Yeah,
looks
you hate
like
to lose it.
Brummett is who's in first place at the moment with a 50.975. Oh, Matthew Baird just knocked him off with a 50.956.
Yep, and as you can see, we have a new overlay, and the overlay will show us the fastest lap throughout the entire race. So, yeah, it's going to be fantastic. I'm so excited for tonight's race with everything we have going on. So right now, looks like, yeah, like Tim was saying, Matthew Baird ran a 50.9, just 0.02 of a second away from Dean Brummett's time.
And who is that? Is that the...
That's Bear.
Okay.
It looks like he's got a little skull. I like that that layout. It's kind of nice, actually. So yeah, like we stated before, this is a charity race. We do have Wingman Sports on board for this one, and there's always a purse, of course. Top 3 are going to win some money. Tim, do you have the info on the top 3?
I do. So the top 3 are taking home $100, and it's going to be broken down into first place is taking home $75, second place is taking home $15, and 10th place is third place is taking home $10. So $100 on the line for the top 3 people.
And I do believe
exciting.
I do believe there's some money going to charity as well too for the Black Lives Matter as well.
Yes,
so
our fearless leader has said that a donation will be made to an organization that he has not announced yet. I'm sure that we will find that out very soon.
Alrighty, as these guys are getting gridded up to go here, let's go ahead and run through tonight's grid. Starting in row 1, we have, let me make sure we have this reset. There we go. Starting in row 1, we got Matthew Bair on first place, and right beside him is Dean Brummett in the 25.
And our second row is Scott Crump in the 51 and Chris Wright in the number 45.
Row 3, we got Zachary Fertig, hopefully I'm saying that right, in the 68, and Travis Turner in the number 5 next to him.
Row 4, we've got Patrick Gaspar in the 86 and Michael Robinson in the number 9.
Row 5, we got Zachary Audit in the number 3, and Jay I hate the mix. McDonough in the 29.
And in row 6, we've got Nick Laundry in the number 67 and Greg Petra in the number 14.
In row 8, we got Zachary Banks in the number 8 and Christopher Morse, who didn't qualify, in the number 12.
And I am not on the grid. My name's just there. And Nicholas Ford will start in the 16th position in the number 4 car.
And to round out 17th place, it's going to be Chad Grant, who we saw unfortunately take a spin in qualifying. He's going to start in the 17th spot, running the number 15.
He could be starting in the best position. Because
yeah, absolutely.
Talladega, 100 laps. Man, it's gonna be wild.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. You can see a little bit of the guys here looking at Scott Crump in the 51. Hopefully he can get a win tonight. He's racing a couple of races with us, and same with Dean Brummett and all these guys as well too. Christopher Morse has been here before. Hopefully Crump can get it done and bring home a victory. I know he's itching to get one in the series, so hopefully he can bring that car to victory lane.
And of course, Dean Brummett running his popular Budweiser car. His buddy Brady Clark not here tonight. They work really well together.
Yeah, we do have, like I said before, we do have a lot of returning guys, of course. Chris Wright in the 45 on the outside of Trump. I was looking at his car. He's got a Trump scheme, but he's on the outside of Crump in that second row.
That's a good one. A lot of new faces, or names, I should say. I don't know what they look like, but a lot of new names. A lot of guys we've seen before. And some really great paint schemes. I even seen an old school Tony Stewart paint scheme in the back.
Nice. And of course, the rules have changed. If you haven't, if you're not an iRacer, if you haven't really seen too many of the broadcasts on the super speedways, the yellows are actually going to be shortened down quite a bit. Thank God, because Talladega is rough when it comes to that. So I want to say it's that they knocked it down to what, 2 pace laps or something like that, if I remember correctly.
So, yes.
So the lights are going to be off, and we're going to go green here shortly.
They have 3 quick repairs, I believe, tonight.
You said 3?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Plenty for this track, that's for sure. Get caught up in the big one, at least you know you're not out of the race, so. All right, pace car is going to be coming off here shortly.
So they'll be running 266 miles tonight as we get this underway.
Matthew Bear is bringing them to the green flag, and he got a fantastic restart. Dean Brummett on the outside of him, probably going to fall in line behind once they get lined up here.
Yeah, during the pace laps, you guys were kind of talking to each other, letting each other know we've got a long way to go. Let's make it to the end. So it's a very calm start that I've seen to a Talladega race. They've all lined. It looks like Brummett's
looking to the outside already. He's got Chris Wright in the 45 right behind him. They're going to take over the first place spot. Matthew Bear dropping back 3 spots. Crump is going to clear him as well. Chris Wright on the inside of Brummett is leaving him in the dust, and Crump is going to follow behind Chris as they come off of turn 4 here. Brummett's all alone on the outside line. He's going to have a train coming below him. Chris Wright's going to probably let Crump take the spot away. I mean, we're only 1 lap in, so.
Oh, Brummett took it straight to that bottom line, trying to get into some traffic so we get a draft. And now we're 2 by 2, the first 3 rows. We head off into turn 1 and 2. I thought things would be calm.
No,
What's
we already
wrong?
got a blinker there. Travis Turner in the number 5, right behind the 91 of Matthew Bear. Hopefully, he can keep that under control. It's going to be tough for Dean Brummett to stay behind him. They're double file here, going into turn 3. So we're going to see a little bit of battling going on here. Gaspar in the 86 is at the end of that pack there, and looking at Zachary Audit in the number 3 in that Lowe's car on the low side, trying to keep up with the pack.
That's Home Depot.
What did I say? Lowe's? Home Depot. My brain today.
Him and the number 9 did not expect the huge run that they got there that last lap, so they kind of both checked up, but they almost wrecked.
Now, it looks like
they've still got the draft there, catching back up to the pack.
and Matthew Bear's lost 5 spots now, 3 laps in, but he's behind Patrick Gaspar in the 86 there, so he's just going to follow the line. Let's go ahead and take a ride with Matthew here as well, too. I'm going to get a sense of the speeds here. 197 coming off of turn 4. Once you get into a large pack like this, you're going to see those speeds climb throughout the race as well, too. But he's just going to kind of hold back and see what the front line's going to give him. He sees he's letting off the gas there. I'm going to try oval.
And also, with this package at this track, you got to really, when you're in the line, you got to watch out for that overheating situation. So you're going to see a lot of guys dip out real quick to either get some air or switch their lanes and get pushed.
So you see Chris Wright is right behind Crump, 200 miles an hour, going to stay on his bumper, it looks like, through most of the turn here. And right behind him is going to be the 68 of Zachary. See how close he is there. Coming through the tri-oval, but nice line. Nice single file line coming to the tri-oval across the line. Patrick Gaspar is going to look to the outside of Zachary in the 68 there and take the high line, but nobody's going to go with him, so everybody's going to stay on that low line.
Crump always finds a way to dominate these things for a long time.
Yeah, we've got a nice little line going on there on the low end. Number 3 is getting a little fidgety behind Gaspar. He is one of the newcomers in our series as well, too, so we want to say a big hello from the family.
Yeah.
Got a nice little group of guys here, so glad to see some new guys being able to run in this. Speaking of new guys, the 68 of Zachary is one of those new guys. He's doing well right now, sitting in 3rd place. Anything can happen here, though. You never know when the big one's going to happen, and unfortunately, no matter where you're at, it could creep up on you and take you out at any time. Let's hope these boys keep it clean for 100 laps. Got a long ways to go, so a lot of guys are settling it down, filling out how the other guys are around them, and make their moves when they can.
Yeah, this is probably one of the calmest starts we've had to this race. And we are coming across for lap 7 this time by. Crump is still your leader with Christopher Wright in 2nd. And Zachary in 3rd. Matthew Bear in 4th.
Got a little battle going on for 5th here between Patrick Gaspar and Travis Turner in the 5, but he's going to have help from Zachary on the high line with him. But there's just too many guys on the low line. It's going to make that work real well. Gaspar's going to have a hard time trying to get around these guys on the high side unless he gets some more guys up there with him. Looks like we got someone's dad in here racing, according to chat.
So, looks like we have 2 packs going on here. We got this big lead pack, and then further around the track, they're coming out of turn 4 right now. About a pack of 5 cars trying to get together and get a good line going.
Yeah, it looks like that pack is being ran by Nicholas Ford in the number 4 car. Got some guys with him, one of those being Chad Grant, who, again, we did see spin in qualifying. If these guys can keep it lined up and clean, they could probably catch that front run, that front line there as well, too. So hopefully they can stay stacked up.
Oh! Just as you leave that pack, they get a little loose and almost had a wreck. 29 saved it. They all collected themselves.
We got some fans for the 67 here. Nick is on that low line right now, following behind the number 5 of Travis Turner. We'll take a little ride with him. Kind of holding back from the pack, it looks like, and seeing what he's doing.
So he doesn't leave that lead draft, and he can stay with the leaders.
Let's see how close he gets. Oh, he's going to let off a little bit. Yeah, so he's not going to chance it here. He's just going to keep a nice little gap between him and Travis in the 5, which is right in front of him there. Just in case if something happens, you don't want to be right on someone's tail end. It's going to make it... Oh, no, Brummett.
Oh, no.
We have a problem with Brummett. Brummett's going to get nailed by the number 3 of Zachary coming back up the track there. Caution is out. Yikes.
So it looked like, from my view, because I watched it on, I had what we stream, and then I have the other one set on other stuff, but it looked like the 3 car just got into the back of Brummett and turned him right into traffic.
Let's go ahead and
lap 10 of 100. Get our first caution.
Take a look at the replay here. Back just a little bit.
Yeah, so right here you see the 3. I want to say, yeah, he goes low here, and then Brummett goes to the high side. To go
Brummett's
around
on the high end there. Yeah, it looks like the 3 just kind of pit maneuvers him, takes the 91 of Bear with him. Yikes. Bear got the worst of that. That was the leader of our race. Unfortunately, dropped back quite a bit.
And he had no idea it was coming.
Let's take a look from his view here. Yeah, the accident's going to happen just to the right side of your screen with that number 3 there. And you see that he just doesn't clear it in time and goes for a nice little ride. But hey, luckily we have those quick repairs, so
we do.
We're going to see him use that as he's coming out of the pits.
But
it looks like the leaders are coming down pit road right now. Take a look at Crump's stop here and see how he does. Everyone's coming in. Looks like the 45 right behind him. Chris Wright's going to take right sides. Crump, I'm not sure. I don't think Crump... Yeah, Crump definitely didn't take tires. Got a 6.7 second pit stop. Probably just took gas.
And they sent him on his way.
Travis Turner. Chris Wright definitely took some tires. Looks like Turner also took some tires with a 14. Patrick Gaspar took some tires. Dean is obviously going to repair that car as well, too, so... And in the lead for right now is going to be the 68 of Zachary Fertig. Again, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name.
Maybe before these races we should tell people to send us an audio file of their names so we know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, it looks like we have 4 guys that did not pit. Your top 4 right now, Zachary, Michael Robinson, Jay McDonough, and Zachary Banks. are going to be the 4 that did not
Looks
pit.
like number 9 has some damage on the back of his car. If I saw that correctly.
Let's see. Yeah, it looks like he's pushed in just a little bit in the rear.
Yeah, it shouldn't affect anything that he's going to have aerodynamically, so.
Yeah, he should be fine. See the guys coming around here. So it looks like as they sit as well, Chad Grant managed to get back up, or sorry, not Chad Grant, Matthew Baer, who was the leader, managed to get up to 10th spot after that crash with Dean Brummett in the 25 and Zachary Audit in the 3. Zachary is going to start at the back of the pack as you see him coming around turn 3 and 4 right now. They're slowed down here. Oh. Someone didn't give him the memo. And looks like, is that Greg Petra? Yeah, it is. That's actually a nice paint scheme, though. I like that Apple paint scheme, that
Really?
old school paint scheme.
I believe that's Christopher Morris, isn't it?
No, 14 is Greg Petra in last place.
Oh.
Yep. It's actually a nice paint. I like that.
Oh, yeah, Christopher Morris is in the 12. I apologize.
Like, yeah, like I said, Jay did not hit, so he is sitting 4th currently, so he gained quite a bit of spots there. We'll see what happens. There's going to be a large group of guys behind them that's going to have fresh tires. Looks like Crump didn't take tires, but did take fuel, so the remaining of the field, based off of the times I'm seeing in pit road, besides Chris Wright, Chris Wright saying it's a 5-second pit stop.
Because this first 4 cars that did not pit, they are going to need gas.
Yeah, they're going to have to pit for sure.
Part of this race, they only start, I believe, on 80% fuel. So they're going to need to pit sooner than later.
Yeah, and with the group of guys that we have here, with the majority of them racing really clean and all that, I'm not really going to see a whole lot of cautions unless someone really just royally screws up. These guys are doing a pretty good job. I mean, we're 13 laps in, get our first caution, so we got 100 laps out of it. As long as they keep it clean, it's going to be tough because we're going to see green flag pit stops, and we're going to see this field get jumbled up pretty big. But maybe their strategy is just to see how it plays out, and hopefully, you know, by the time they need to make a fuel run, they can do it under caution.
I think the big loser in this is Chris Wright back there in last. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, but if you remember the last time he was out here, do believe he pitted like 12 times and still managed to still managed to win the race.
I don't ever doubt anything he does anymore.
All right, so pace car is off, and we're getting to the restart right here, and green flag's gonna be coming in the air shortly. Zachary in the 68, Michael Robinson in the 9, and the green flag's in the air.
Oh,
They both got a pretty good run, yeah. I couldn't tell you which line got the better run there, but pretty even right now.
Yeah, and that inside line is going to be coming up on that 68 quick. So when they get there, they're going to give them a good push. Or
Zachary is going to go ahead and do some blocking on Michael Robinson in the number 9, but not enough to keep him off of him. He's going to clear him going into turn 3.
3 wide behind them.
Scott Crump is below the yellow there.
He's letting off and dropping to the back.
Yeah, it's a bunch of chaos up here, that's for sure.
We got 2 rows of 3 back here right now. And Christopher Wright has just found his way up there really fast after 1 lap.
I'm going to take a look at this 3 wide. Dean Brummett's meat in the sandwich right now, like I always like to say, but he's going to clear that midline with Chris Wright right behind him, giving him a nice push. And guys are thinking twice about 3 wide here, it looks like.
And just like that, Christopher Wright is going for the lead. From
So
last to
Zachary is going to get into the 29. Unfortunately, he's going to get spun.
Oh,
Is going to get in front of Petra there. That is going to be his second incident of the race.
he was dirt tracking it down there. I'm not sure what he was doing.
The yellow is out for the second time. Zachary just not being able to find a hold here, it looks like. Fortunately, gun all over the place. Kind of saw it, but let's take a look at the replay here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The 3 just... chat, they're saying that the 29 was checking up, but after me watching the replay, there was no reason to go down there. I mean, I would just love...
I don't know what he was thinking, to be completely honest with you. I don't know why you're trying... I mean, he got a huge run. But it wasn't a run because you're below the yellow. You got to understand, you will get a black flag if you pass below the yellow line. This is standard NASCAR rules. So I'm not sure why he was trying to gain a position there.
Yeah, I'm confused there because listening to what he said and what I saw on screen just didn't add up.
Yeah, I do want to see his speed here. See if he lets off at all. Well, unfortunately we can't because the speed is doing real time. So,
but see, right here, still let off. Like, I don't know.
He's still full throttle. Full throttle going into the apron. Go ahead. If you don't mind, I know you're in the booth, go ahead and let the 3 know that there is a yellow rule in effect. He cannot pass below the yellow, and to be cautious of that because we will black flag him. We go back live, we got guys taking pit stops once again. You're going to probably see these guys come in quite a bit just because of the fact that fuel and tire, mainly fuel, is going to be a huge run. People are not going to want to pit under a green flag run, so every time a caution comes out, you will most likely see these guys come under pit lane.
And do Harry Houdini acts.
Yeah, the blinky blinky.
just for the broadcast.
Well, that puts Dean Brummett in first place. So that's exciting. Hopefully he can stay clean. Again, I know he's definitely looking for a win here.
I know his fan club wants that.
Yeah, I know. See the fan club in chat, but biggest gain right now, Chad Grant sitting in second spot in that number 15 car there. He started dead last in this race and has managed to keep it clean and bringing it up to second place. He's only taken 1 pit stop. Oh, and it looks like Chris Wright is going to be doing his infamous multiple pit stops. He's already at 3. He's got the most in the group right now currently. So yeah, he's already trying to rack up the number of stops he has.
Maybe he's trying to top his last race.
He's like, I'm pretty sure, what was it, like, I don't even remember, like 7 or 8? It was a lot.
11 pit stops.
There it is. There's Rose in chat screaming for the number 25. Well, guess what? He's up front. Let's hope he can hold on to it. So I do believe the lights will be coming off the pace car this time around. And again, if you're just joining us, we are at Talladega. doing the Black Lives Matter 100 charity race for all the chaos that is going on around the U.S. and more. Sponsored by Wingman Sports, putting it on for us, and there's going to be a payout for the top 3 split, $100 amongst the guys. I do believe there is going to be some money going to charity as well too, to support the movement that's happening. So
yeah, I believe in the coming days, probably tomorrow. I know our friend Brian was on a little vacay, so he just came back. He was watching the broadcast, and I'm sure in the next day or two he will announce what that organization will be.
So we want to thank you for joining in on this Father's Day night after all the festivities of what you could do and watching some racing at Talladega.
Yeah, we didn't get a NASCAR race today. I know it got rained out. They pushed it to tomorrow at Talladega. But, hey, what better way to watch than to watch a virtual Talladega right here on 10-4 Broadcasting?
Yeah, and with these guys, I mean, absolutely. I love to see this type of racing here. So hopefully, like I said, they can. Some of the bigger guys can keep it clean, and I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Maybe I don't know. We have how many new guys do we have here? Let me see. We got Travis Turner, the number 5. Ooh, the 8 is gonna make contact with Patrick Gaspar there.
No, doesn't look like the 3 car took a fast repair that time. I see a lot of damage on the back of that car.
Interesting. Base car's off. I was gonna go through the field, see what new guys we had, but we'll take a look at that later.
I messed that up.
Dean Bromett is gonna bring this pack to a green flag. On the outside of him, Chad Grant. And looks like green flag is in the air. Brummitt got a nice little run. Nice little restart there. Everybody else looks like they kind of bunched up just a bit.
Yeah, it's really hard to determine when somebody's going to go. You've got space to drop down.
But Dean is by himself. Nobody's going to stay on that low line. Chad Grant and Travis Turner is going to stay to the high side, and the 91 of Matthew Bear is going to follow with him, leaving poor old Brummitt just all by himself. So he's going to have to fall back in line.
Oh, Greg Petra trying to save it. Did he get it, anybody? I think Greg saved it.
Oh, whoa. Hold her down there, Greg. Green flag is still out. We're not going to see a yellow here, so unless he self-spins himself, which hopefully he doesn't. And as that was going on, Travis Turner did take the lead away from Chad Grant. And we got a new guy leading the race, first lap.
So it looked like the 29 got into the back of the 14 there on that backstretch and just got him loose and he tried to save it. So hats off to Petra for not bringing out the caution and just trying to make it happen.
You can see the 91 of Matthew Bear on the bumper of Travis Turner on the back stretch. I love those camera angles. See how close these guys get. So it looks like the top 5 kind of figuring out what's going on. The low line still going to be the preferred line around the track. Matthew Bear is going to be working on Travis Turner for the lead. Oh, Brummitt gets a huge run to the outside, it looks like.
There were 3 wide there for a minute coming across the line to settle things out.
He's got Patrick Gaspar behind him.
I'm just watching racing all over the track. So Crump just